Alrighty, what is going on everybody? Ninja Star here, and today we are back at it again with a Dragon Ball video for you all. Now, today's Dragon Ball video is going to be, once again, a Dragon Ball Super discussion video. I know I've been doing these a lot more lately because I've been getting back into the mood of Super with a lot of the excitement that's going on in the Tournament of Power, doing a lot more theory, speculation, all that stuff. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about a future upcoming fight that's pretty much 100% confirmed in the Tournament of Power, and I think a lot of us are really excited for it. It's going to be one of the most anticipated Dragon Ball Super fights we've ever seen among the fandom and stuff, and it's Goku versus Jiren. And I think the length of this fight in particular is what intrigues a lot of people, because if you look at the Dragon Ball Super second opening, it's like a lot of it is based off Goku versus Jiren. I'm going to get more into it later words, but right now I decided, you know what, I'm not going to be alone for this video. I have a very special guest with me. Please welcome Kyokai1994. Say what's up, dude.
What is up, world? How's everybody doing today? What you up to, Ninja?
I've just been recording all day. I know you've been having a good day too and stuff. So yeah, before you guys watch this, watch the rest of this video right here, I want you guys to go down. I have a link in the description below. Go and check out Kyokai1994. Guy makes some great Dragon Ball content. A very underrated YouTuber, and give him some love and attention. And yeah, I'm happy to have him on my video.
That's ever so nice to say, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. And basically, like I've been saying, Goku versus Jiren, it's going to be a decent amount of time for a fight. And I think I'll let you start off first. How long do you think this fight's going to be?
Okay, so I went back and I kind of crunched some numbers because, you know, us being discussioners of Dragon Ball and having YouTube channels, we like to find analytics and statistics of things. So I was going down everything, and I just went through kind of like the major 4 or 5 fights that we see like in Dragon Ball Z, and kind of just went off how many episodes they had in it. And if you do like Goku and the Saiyans or Vegeta with that fight, it goes from episode 28 to 35, which would be like an 8-episode span. You can continue on to the Frieza fight, which is from 87 to 105, which is 19 episodes, which is, I believe, the longest. I mean, that is the running joke of the series, but I would say the longest fight. So that's 19 episodes right there. The Cell fight, just from like the actual tournament, is 177 to 180, which makes it 4 episodes. And then kind of going over everything, seeing that, kind of feeling how much nostalgia I had for those episodes and how I felt when I watched those episodes and enjoyed the length of time that they took, I kind of came to the number of 5. That's what I want to see the Jiren fight be. I want to see Goku and Jiren fight for 5 episodes with minor interruption. I mean, there has to be B stories inside episodes just for, that's how episodes have to be made. But I want to see a majority of the fight, and I want to see it 5 episodes long. I don't know, really. I think you were saying off air that you kind of felt that was a agreeable number.
Yeah, basically, and I'm gonna chime in here real quick. I think if you scaled it really well based on Dragon Ball Z, you know, Toei and stuff. But I also, like you and me, we both looked back at Super because, you know, they're a little different company than they were back then and stuff. So it's kind of fair to look at some back at the Super previous fights. And I pretty much took a lot of inspiration with Goku versus Hit, because that fight, if you do the math, roughly like the last quarter of one episode, right after, you know, Hit was pummeling Vegeta and stuff. That was the last quarter. It was Hit versus base Goku. They had a whole, and the episode right after that, they had a whole episode like dedicated to the fight with you know, minor interruptions here and there. But, and then the next episode right after that, 3/4 of it was, you know, Goku versus Hit yet again. So that's roughly 2 episodes, maybe a little over. My math might be a little off for certain points, but you guys get what I'm saying here. Yeah, like 2 episodes, you know, and Vegeta versus Zamasu, that was like 4 minutes. So fights can really vary depending on how they're handled here. And, you know, the Goku and Trunks and Vegeta versus Goku Black and Zamasu, if you look at, let's say, like one encounter between them, it was probably like an episode and a half, maybe even 3/4 of an episode, something like that. So the fights tend to be like a lower number when it comes down to it. But I think with Goku versus Jiren, this is probably going to be the longest fight in Dragon Ball Super to date, due to the fact that how crazily it's advertised. If you look at the opening, it's, oh my gosh, like, Kyokai, what's the amount of time that Goku versus Jiren are fighting in the opening?
So I use my stopwatch on my iPhone because I wanted to be super duper nerdy, and I tried to get everything that was actually them together in the series, or like interacting with each other, and I got like 26.83, but I kind of just rounded it down to 25 just for, you know, time's sake. I got 25 seconds of them fighting in the opening, and that opening has been since episode 77, I believe. I believe it's 77 it was when everything started, and yeah, so 30 or 25 seconds every episode, every week, once a week, getting to see them fight.
Yeah, and in that opening, which is roughly 1 minute and 24 seconds or something like that, I did the math, this video's doing a lot of math, because, we're really interested to see, based on previous history and stuff, how long this fight actually be, and I did the math, that's roughly 0.3, so, like, 30% of the opening is based off Goku vs. Jiren, which is kind of crazy, considering, like, of course, Tournament of Power, 30% of it is not going to be Goku vs. Jiren, but I think it goes to show, like, the opening right there, they're not just going to troll us and give us, like, a 1 episode fight. They're at least going to give us a 4 episode fight here, due to the fact that based on Super's previous history, it isn't too high of a number. Like, it isn't like something crazy like 8 episodes, because 7 or 8 episodes, that was my original guess, but I figured Toei wouldn't do something like that. Knowing them right now, they would, even with as many interruptions, they wouldn't go that way. I think 4 episodes is a fair way to go, considering how well they're advertising it, considering how much time they're going to put into this fight in general, interruptions aside and stuff. So I think for at least 4 episodes. I would assume if I had to pick a definitive number, it'd probably be 5, like what you said. It isn't too crazy high and it isn't too crazy low. It's a right number for them and stuff. So yeah, that's all I had to say. What are your thoughts?
Also, to go along with the running joke of, an episode a minute, I also feel like a 5-minute fight itself, which would be 5 episodes if we go with the joke. I feel like that's not too unimaginable to actually put into, like, a real-world concept, that a 5-minute fight between these two powerhouses would be pretty interesting. And I actually want to see this fight, kind of go the way of the Cell games, really. I mean, the Cell games had a build-up of about 12 episodes spanning from 166 to 177, and that's like for when Goku got in the ring. And that's 12 episodes, and I feel like 12 we had, how many episodes have we had to build up? 14 so far?
Something like that,
before the even Tournament of Power, before the even actual battle started. So, like, and we don't even know exactly when this fight with Jiren's going to happen. So, I mean, it could still be 2-3 episodes from now. So, we're talking almost 20 episodes of build-up. I see it similar to, like, the Cell games in my mind, like I was saying. So, they had the 4-episode fight. So, like I said, 5 does not sound too bad. And, I feel like they can have a lot of character build-up and character definition even in that 5 minutes. And they might bring in some new techniques or a new power or something, and 5 episodes gives a good amount of time for the company to actually introduce something without it feeling like a complete pull out of nowhere.
Yeah, basically like 5 minutes, like what you were saying earlier about the 1 minute per, the 1 episode per minute and stuff. Now, it's not really like confirmed or anything if it's going to be the case for every single Tournament of Power episode, because if that's the case, this thing's going to be going on for at least like roughly like another year or something like that. That'd be insane. And I don't think Toei's going to do that, because they wouldn't like span this arc out way too much. They're probably going to do this to lead into other things, like, let's say what some people are theorizing, like the fall of the angels and stuff. It could lead into something like that. So it isn't going to be used a crazy amount of time on the Tournament of Power, but it still will be the longest Dragon Ball Super arc to date. And we also got to take into consideration right here that there are going to be other fights that are also kind of hinting at right here, like Vegeta versus Kaba, which is soon to come, I believe. A bunch of other universe fighters and stuff going up against one another. We still have yet to see all the Z fighters at least have one fight of their own to... we already saw that with Krone. He got eliminated, unfortunately, but we're still yet to...
Man, he saved his wife. That was cute.
Yeah, it was. It was, but, he got eliminated. That kind of sucks, but it is what it is, and we still have yet to see. So we still got a while to go until the Goku vs. Jiren, which is probably going to be the very climax. It's going to be the two final fighters between each other. Depends on who's going to win. Is all going to come down to that. And it's going to be a very intense battle, and I think the 5 episodes thing is a good point, because, if this is like, if they use the treatment here with the 1 episode per minute here, it's definitely going to work out in their favor, because, a 5-minute fight could work well enough out of the 48 minutes. And
in a 5-minute fight, you can also have Jiren throw Goku out of the ring and have the real person who deserves the win, like Gohan or Vegeta, take the win that they deserve for all of this build-up. That's how I personally feel about it. I would like to see that. That would be very interesting to see, like, Goku actually get eliminated. Obviously, it's going to be towards the end, and, like, it's not going to be as much of a threat, but like you're going to see Goku go out and then you're going to freak out like, oh, what's going to happen? And then you'll see Vegeta like step up and just super smack Jiren a couple times. It'll be great.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be really interesting. Like, I would love if Gohan won the tournament or something like that, or maybe in Vegeta, but I don't know about that, but I feel like
Tusa, teamwork.
yeah, but yeah, I would love to see Gohan, but I feel like with the amount of buildup that's going on, it's probably going to be Goku versus Jiren. But it would be interesting, though, if Goku does get eliminated after those 5 episodes, and then we get maybe like a half an episode, maybe 1 episode, Gohan versus Jiren, and then Gohan ends up winning. It could be something like that. We're not fully sure here, but that's basically all I had to say in this video. Any remaining thoughts, Kyokai?
I got pretty much everything. Got my little jokes I like.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, that was our discussion for you all on how long we think the Goku vs. Jiren fight will be in Dragon Ball Super's Tournament of Power. What do you guys think? What do you guys like assume based on all the info we've gotten so far, based on looking back at Toei's previous history with fights? How long do you think this fight will actually be? Do you think it'll be shorter than we said? Do you think it'll be way longer than what we said? I don't know. I would like to hear what everyone has to say in the comments down below. And like I said at the very beginning of this video, I would like to thank my very special guest, Kyokai1994, a person who's new to this channel. I hope to bring him on for future Dragon Ball discussions and stuff. So make sure to check his channel out, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, any last words, dude?
Yeah, that actually sounds fun. I'll definitely come on to some more videos, and make sure that everybody sticks around for the next episode of Dragon Ball Super.
Great ending off theme right there. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching, and Ninja out. Peace, everybody.